have a good sort of sunshine view here. If we move the camera this way, hopefully you can hear our voices here. We haven't got, of course, the radio mics, and we're not going to use them. Well, we might do it later on, but of course, definitely not at this point here. Hopefully you can hear my voice loud and clear wherever possible here. We are in East Ham Park using the iPhone 7. I just want to bring news and attention to you all out there that, of course, there is no nice and relaxing show for a second week now because of somebody else in the other room. Not only that, it's not the main reason, it's because we are sort of making the most of the lovely, beautiful weather out here. But having said that, we hopefully return to full effect with the nice and relaxing show tomorrow night, hopefully at the same usual time at 8 o'clock, and hopefully we'll get you guys to tune in to some nice and relaxing feel kind of music. Bit like, of course, what you're hearing in the background, relaxing feel, of course, in the background where we are right now of East Ham Park in Haverhill, Suffolk. So, of course, it is the 2nd of June 2024, and I just want to correct people that I spoke to last night at 12 o'clock, suggesting that, of course, the general election is in a couple of days' time, which actually isn't true. It's in July on the 4th. I got mixed up with the 2 months, so I do apologise on that note. So, yeah, it's 21 degrees here in the UK, if you are interested in that. Of course, the weather that, according to my phone, is actually 0% rain, according to my phone. 21 degrees during the day and 11 degrees at night. And hello, whoever is in the chat right now. I can't really see the writing at the moment, so I'm going to have to check up the chat in just a moment here. It's on a small iPhone 7 at the moment. And of course, thank you very much, all of you, for tuning in. We've got some people watching here, and thank you very much. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. It is Nick C with you this afternoon, having a chat with you guys and catching up here in a lovely, beautiful spot. So Monday sees, according to my phone, 13% of rain, 19 degrees during the day and 12 degrees at night. So hopefully I could be a weather expert according to my phone. But we just never know if the phone is going to be 100% correct. It's just a rough idea, I think, but they can apparently near enough tell what the actual temperatures are going to be like. So Tuesday, 24% of rain. It's going to be overcast, and in the evening it's going to be clear. So in the afternoon it could be 19 degrees up to that and 7 degrees at night. Wednesday is more sunny. It looks like sunny and cloud there. 8% and 16 degrees during the day and 7 degrees at night, so slightly cooler during the week. And Thursday, this is in the area of Haverhill, Suffolk, by the way. It could differ elsewhere. Along the coast might be a little bit cooler, for example. And yeah, 7% of rain on Thursday. Of course, a bit of cloud and sunshine, and in the evening, of course, it's going to cool down. 17 degrees during the day on Thursday and 7 degrees at night. So, yeah, so it's going to drop at night, obviously. But this is pretty much the only warmest kind of day to remember here for many, many years and centuries to come. Is it crashing here? We seem to have a signal issue again. Don't know what's going on with the signal here. Is it still working here? Maybe it's these iPhones. I'll turn the camera around. It's maybe something to do with that. And hopefully you can see me a little bit better here. I'll move the phone back. Yeah, it's the, back screen, basically when it shows my face and when I see my face. I'll have a look at the comments on my other phone here, which of course appears to be a lot easier way to do so. So we carry on here, of course. I'll start for today, just to remind everyone, 21 degrees during the day and of course 11 degrees at night. It's going to be quite nice and warm tonight here on a Sunday, the 2nd of June 2024. Monday is 19 degrees during the day and 12 degrees at night, so it's slightly cooling down. Tuesday, 19 degrees during the day and 7 degrees at night. Wednesday, 16 degrees during the day and 7 degrees at night. Thursday is going to be slightly a touch more 1 centigrade, which is 17 degrees during the day. That's 17 degrees during the day and 7 degrees at night. 18 degrees is slightly warmer on Friday, with of course a bit of sunshine and cloud, and 8 degrees at night, so it's slightly cooler than it has been today. And Saturday, as far as it goes here, it's slightly dropping temperature by 1 degrees, which is 17 degrees during the day and 8 degrees at night, and 5% chance of rain on Saturday, which is of course a bit of mixture of sun and cloud here. Humidity is 51%, and the UV index, if you understand all that, is low. So yeah, partly cloudy today. Of course, yeah, we've got a little bit of cloud here, but it's still nice and warm in the sunshine here at Easttown Park, or Feastown Park, you might well call it. So we may be heading in the week to a place called Milton Country Park, which is actually a trust. So if you want to support the park, it's a trust kind of organisation, the Cambridge Trust, that kind of thing. So of course, if you're interested in checking out possibly a live broadcast during the week, depending on which day we go, we've got to take our pick on that one. So yeah, let's have a look at some of the comments. Dry Up is in the chat right now, so yeah, I can just about hear myself. Yeah, I can hear that very clearly. Lovely weather today, he says. So thank you very much for joining us this afternoon here. I can see some of the comments that are coming in. I don't know if Giuliani Buzz can see here. Just to remind everyone, of course, there is no Nice and Relaxing show tonight. Of course, we both have decided, because it's, you know, not only Giuliani Buzz is his show, and of course, hopefully his organ is working. We had a slight issue with the volume control of the Technics G50 organ, but touch wood, praying to God that it's still going to be workable for tomorrow night. Hopefully, I would guess about 8 o'clock.
All being well.
All being well. There is Giuliani Buzz.
All being well with the organ as well, and what we're doing as well.
Absolutely. So there he is. Give us a wave. Thank you so much for that. I really, really do. You know, feel great for that. So yeah, even on this phone, it's very difficult to see any comments, but I'll try and read them if I can. You can actually see. Oh, you're watching in now.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah, we need some more subscribers, by the way.
5 seconds behind.
Nice cool Coke. Makes a nice change here. We need a cooling bag. I don't know if you can get them actually.
You probably could.
Well, we need to get one. So if we're out and about, we can put the things in the fridge.
David Carley, have you heard of him?
David Carley. Oh, hello, David Carley. How are you? The first time I've seen you in a chat for a while. Yeah, it's at a lovely little place called Easttown Park. We call it Feastown Park. And the kiosk, unfortunately, is closed, which is over in this direction here. And if you look over here, we showed this yesterday. As it's nice, I can actually show you even more. This is the Haverhill and Keddington polling station here. It's currently closed at the moment, the kiosk we're talking about, at 4:30, but the toilets are usually open until about 5 o'clock, about half an hour, because of the vandalism at night. Of course, we did ask the guy Michael, who is a fantastic guy. We had a good conversation earlier about a lot of good things, and of course, yeah, we managed to just about scrape it. We were 26 minutes past 4, so we got shouted at by Michael in a good way, you know, and he spotted us, and he had a conversation about us, and of course he wanted to sell his coffee towards us, and of course the hot chocolate, which I've got in front of me, which is about £1.70. Feasts are around about £1.60. So if you buy a coffee and a tea, it's all about the same price. We've got a ticket to prove that, and the name on the ticket is Michael. So a big shout out to Michael and anyone else that does work here at the kiosk. We always promote them We want people to be encouraged to come here, and of course the um, room that is behind the kiosk used to be open. Even the back garden used to be open, but of course it's probably open by request, I think, and it's got leaflets in there. You can probably have a look around there if you ask permission, and perhaps we can get a video around there if we ask Michael's permission in the future. I'm sure he'll be delighted to hear about that. So yeah, that's where the polling station is. The toilets are just down over there, but there is a disability one there. There's normal toilets there, and there's a board showing what East Town Park is like as well. You know, as you know, different parts of it, different parts of the area. Of course, if you want to see exclusive content, by the way, I'll put it back to me now. If you want to see exclusive content regarding, of course, East Town Park, then, of course, go to We Love East Anglia. We post a lot of exclusive content that you won't see anywhere else, including Touring With Us, although we do put the logo of Touring With Us by chance there. And thank you very much for everyone that is tuning in. David Carley used to be a moderator. He can still turn up to be a moderator if he wants to be, if he's got the time. If he hasn't, then we respect his decision on that one. We do need more moderators that come in when others are not able to do so. Or we have had past moderators in the chat that haven't been able to come in because of their family commitments and what kind of thing. So we respect that kind of thing, and of course we give them a good mention because they have been moderating us for a long time. That's Nikki and Scott. I want to give them to. Hopefully they do return and see what we do. But of course their commitment is their commitments. You know, we can't force them to come back. But of course we want to thank them for their incredible good time. It feels like they have gone forever, but of course they may not have done. She's still welcome to be a moderator. She can come back when she wants, that kind of thing. We've got Kim Smith that comes in and watches our video mostly on Facebook, I think, you know, on my official account of Nick C. That is an official account. There are certain people that are allowed on that account that we can trust, that you know, I have spoken to, or just know that they are trustworthy. I've had a scam to get rid of, to do with the We Love Cambridge site, and of course they were trying to sell a phone for £180, and of course in the end we thought it was a scam. So we do try to check these out, you know, because one of my family members, I'm not going to mention any names, found out in the instance straight away that of course someone selling a phone, an iPhone, for at least £180, iPhone 13 Max it was. It could have been anyone, but they could have been stating they were from Cambridge and weren't, you know. So we've just got to check all perspectives on that. So yeah, it's been a fantastic afternoon here. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to ask at any time. We haven't done an official Q&A yet, but of course you're always almost welcome to ask any questions as you go along. You know, something like, of course, where is your next video going to be? Well, we try to keep you in suspense. That is our strap line, and you know, that sort of question is answered already, but of course I'm just thinking of an example here. You know, what is your favourite place you've been to, that kind of thing. So yeah, we welcome any questions that do arise at any stage. And of course we had a lot of flooding questions from people last night, and of course there was a guy that came in. I don't know if he was watching from London, but of course Tom, which is Dry Hump, has been watching from London, and of course yes, I hope London is quite nice and warm. It's probably a lot hotter than it is over here, but yeah, it's just nice to be here, and I have to take two phones with me so that I can see myself on the camera here. I'm going to have to move the camera a little bit. Can I do that? And of course I've straightened it up now. I can see myself there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. And of course, yeah, it's really, really nice and relaxing here. A bit like the show that's not on at the moment, but of course, maybe we'll do some video recordings instead, and perhaps we'll record it rather than do a live. And of course, some of the content goes up on the other channel, which is Nice and Relaxing Channel Alone. Okay, you've got your own Nice and Relaxing channel. I think you come up as that, Jonathan.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's your channel, Jim.
Right.
So I put a lot of organ content, which is yours, on there.
Right.
Yeah, to let you know. Okay, so that's all great. Great, great, great. So this is hot chocolate here, £1.70. So it's quite nice actually. It's quite a nice little hot chocolate here. First time I've seen instant Cadbury's here. I'll have to ask Michael if it's actually a coffee, or no, actually it's a hot chocolate that actually says what it is on the tin. So yeah, I'm going to move the camera a little bit around so you can actually see it and see what a hot chocolate looks like, as if you don't know. Can you all see that, ladies and gentlemen? It's difficult to see in the sunshine, but of course it is definitely, hot chocolate. And someone's dog is walking around there. How fascinating is that? It's been a nice weather sort of day for dog users, which has been quite cool. So yeah, we're going to stay on for a little bit longer. We obviously won't be here all night because it is quite warmish. It's a lot better than it was yesterday, and yeah, it's worth a hula hoop, I think. I reckon I can actually try a magic trick. I don't know if it'll work straight away, but I'll try it. No, it doesn't work. I'll try it second time. That one worked. Did you all see that? There you go. That worked well, didn't it? Second time lucky there. Doesn't work when I've got my partner in front of me, but there you go. Just want to give a mention to, of course, Curly Whirly channel, and hope she allowed some of the content that she recorded on this channel. She wants me to ask permission, which is quite sort of normal to do in a normal relationship. It's amazing that I haven't actually heard from her all day, but no doubt I'll probably get a text later on. But, we want to have our own little couple space from time to time. She is one of the moderators as well. We also got Taste of Venom, which hasn't been in the chat for a long time. They are still sort of moderators, but we haven't heard from them for a long time. But who else? Obviously, you've got Giuliani Buzz Buzz. That's one of the moderators that makes sure everything is running smoothly. And yeah, we do need a little bit more. It is a voluntary run thing. We can't obviously pay people, but of course, that's just the unfortunate bit because if other YouTubers allow moderators to be paid, I don't know about that. So yeah, I can't even access Walking Me Tim anymore. I can't even message him anymore. Used to have a message thing on Facebook, but you can't even direct message him anymore. So I don't know how to get in touch with Walking Me Tim anymore. If anyone knows, let me know. But I have been sort of trying to message Gabby Starbuck about something else, about a channel that has now been monetized because this guy called Matt and Sophie calls it M&S channel. They are back up and running because they got recently demonetized because YouTube said they were misleading something and didn't explain why. But they have now resolved the problem, which is what YouTube sometimes does, even when you get a song that is seen to be out of copyright, when you dispute it, it's the only way you can do it, rather than going to all these court cases and that kind of thing, which nobody wants to do because it costs too much money to do all that. So, of course, sometimes YouTube back away, and of course, you can then contact them and find out what's going on. But hopefully we won't get to that point, and one day we'll have channel membership when we get to 1K. That's a long way off yet. A lot of things are a long way off, but with your support, we can get there. We can only thank you so much. You will get rewarded for it. Most people will. For those people who have stayed with us for a long, long time, we challenge you to keep still. If you can stay, for a long time with us for the channel, and then we will reward you. For long time viewers. Okay, we challenge you to keep still to the show that we call, you know, just the update show for now. But yeah, we talk about all sorts of things here. We have a chat with you guys, and if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to, come in and have a chat with us. But yeah, we hear a lot of aeroplanes coming in from Stansted Airport in this direction. There was a couple of them yesterday, which we recently just put up on a video. Come and give that a like, because come and give us a like if you actually like the video. YouTube loves it, and we then know that you're watching the videos. So it's very key that you do that. So yeah, it's been a great evening. Behind me is an adventure playground for families that are welcome to come over here. I'm surprised it's been very quiet here, which is good for us anyway. And I like to go to quiet places sometimes. Now, one quiet place is Milton Country Park, which we've done on the video, but we may do as a live as well. That means I've got to bring two phones with me. But it's a nice little lakeside, and it is a lake trust or something like that, which you can donate to the park, to the trust. I think you have to donate online. But yeah, they've got a car park there, but the car park closes around about 7 o'clock, but not the actual park. We found that out. There is a cafe there, and you can get the number 2 from the centre of Cambridge that will go up in that direction. You can actually get a train that will take you to Cambridge North, and then you pick up the bus there, which is what we might do actually, which doesn't take that long, if you want to avoid all that traffic rubbish. So yeah, or if you just want to ride on the bus and then go on the number 2, that will take you up to Milton, and it's only about 5-minute walk from there currently at the moment, and the stop is on the other side, because it used to be on the other side of the road, and I got confused about that. So yeah, they keep changing the bus sort of stops, and some bus stops don't even have times on them. And I think the council need to sort that out and to get those electronic boards up as soon as possible if they are to get in power. Hopefully that will be the case. But we've had excellent service recently from Haverhill to Cambridge and vice versa since it's been changed in May. Got more X13s, which is faster routes, which is fantastic. I only could wish that they did that years ago. And even the planes, they're flying low. Look at that, can you all see that behind me? Wow. Can't really see that very well because of the sun. Wow. The sun actually blocked that out, so I do apologise about that. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, you probably saw it better than me. But yeah, how amazing. I think they are doing a practice from RAF Lakenheath or something like that. That's probably where they come from, but it was army ones there. There's a couple of them that have flown by yesterday, and it's amazing to see them, if you ever get to see them. So yeah, it's nice to see aeroplanes, but I don't know whether I would go on one because they keep on crashing these days, especially the Singapore one that we might have heard of. But yeah, that's just the unfortunate thing, and I have been on a plane, but many years ago, Spain, Germany, that kind of sort of time, and I never thought they would ever crash. But there you go. You take a sort of chance on that, or you take a chance. Anyway, that said, I'm now going to read something which is definitely worth reading for you guys on a Sunday here, if I can read it to the best of my ability. Right, okay, this is quite an interesting one. UCB word for today. I always try to finish up reading something really interesting to you guys out there, and the best that I can possibly read it to you. So if you can hear my sound very clearly, just let me know. And please do give us a shout if you can hear the sound very clearly. I presume that you all can hear the sound perfectly. So yeah, I'm just actually going to test it on here. Yep. Yeah, it's not bad actually. It's quite sort of loud, isn't it? So this one here comes from the 30th of July 2024. It doesn't matter what sort of day you read them really in all aspects. But yeah, UCB, which is United Christian Broadcasters, is basically a volunteer-run radio station that you can listen to and check out. But these segments have been taken from parts of the Bible. Whether you believe in it or not is up to you, but hopefully you enjoy the words as I read about them. How to ease financial stress is in this one. If you are untrustworthy about worldly wealth, who will trust you with the true riches of heaven? Did you know that God's willingness to bless you with more money depends on how well you handle what He has already given you? When it comes to money, here are some Bible principles you must live by. Number one, pay God His share first so you won't feel ashamed of not doing so. Number two, pray before you buy. Ask yourself, do I need this or just want it? Number three, keep mindful of the amount of expenditures versus your income. Number four, be in agreement with your husband or wife, if you have one or not, regarding the household budget and your short and long-term goals. So they're your short and long-term goals. And don't hide or misconstrue information about your finances. Number five, commit to excellent work or excellence at work without overdoing your hours. Number six, pay off all your debt, including real estate. Hold on to one credit card to help you build a good credit rating if you have a credit card, or maybe a debit card in this instance. Yeah, I don't think it really matters either way. And number seven, save monthly. Aim for a minimum of 10% of your gross pay if you are out of debt. That's if you are. If you're not, don't worry about this at all. But it's always worth learning. Number eight, don't co-sign a loan for anyone, and don't lend any money you cannot afford to lose. Number nine, pay cash for all desires or all your desires instead of putting them on a credit card or debit card in this instance. It doesn't mention debit card, but of course I think that's what it's also referring to. And number 10, assign funds in your budget for fun and holidays. And number 11, when you get a raise, don't adapt your lifestyle to consume all of it. Train yourself to live beneath your means. Number 12, aim to set up an emergency cash supply of at least 2 months' living expenses. 6 will be outstanding. Okay, I don't know whether that means, of course, 6 months that they're referring to, but it may well be. I'm not sure. But number 13, be satisfied with what you have. Whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. This too is meaningless. So there you go. That said it all there. How to ease financial stress. So there you go. So set a goal and maybe a couple of months saved up. That's what I'm probably going to do on my next sort of pay package or whatever that may be. Oh, excuse me. But Has my phone gone off a little bit? Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. Can we have some love hearts as well? So are we still live? That's the main thing. So we appreciate anyone that is watching live at any one time. So there we have it. So we're going to leave it on that note. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, of course, the Nice and Relaxing Show will be live hopefully tomorrow night, all being well, at 8 o'clock. And organ permitting, if the organ is playable, hopefully it will be, because we saw signs of it improving. I've got to stir this hot chocolate with my finger there, so it gets a little bit stronger. Otherwise, it'll turn into milkshake. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching in today. It is my pleasure, and of course, my thanks to Giuliani Buzz, who's had a little bit of a word today. If there's anything else you want to say, Julian, come and speak now. In actual fact, so there we have it. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Turn round a bit, you know, face the wall.
All can be written tomorrow, all being well. If not, could be a Q&A. Depends on the organ.
You can turn round, Julian.
It depends on the organ as well.
Cameras there. That's where I'm going to show the cameras around, because you know the reverse camera is absolutely useless, and we're using the hotspot here from my other camera, so I have to make sure the other camera of Samsung A12 has battery life on it. So I have to rely on that. It's this one here. But yeah. Anything else you want to say, Julian?
No, all depending on what's happening
Yeah,
tomorrow.
speak, Julian, because they can't hear you.
It's all depending on what's happening tomorrow, so that varies. So it might be around about between 8 and 9 or something around that time. It's all depending if the organ is playable and we are free. So if not, we have to decide what we have to do. Maybe a Q&A and maybe something like that around that videos. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We have to see on if the organ is playable. You have to test these things out before you start.
Absolutely, Julian.
So, as far as we know, it should be on. It's all depending on if the organ is playable and we are free.
Yeah, touch wood.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Giuliani Buzz, known as Julian Klaus, for the Nice and Relaxing Show. Hopefully, all being well, we'll return to full effect. So, yeah, we'll be using the iPhone 7, which I think is a better sound for the organ. I should have been using this for a long time, but of course, we've got to use the sort of battery on it, you know, the extra battery, which of course we're probably running out of battery on the other phone anyway. But we've been making the most of it anyway, and of course, yeah, thank you very much for sticking by our sermon here, which what it might sound like. But yeah, hope it's been really relaxing for you, and I just love presenting. I love, of course, everything about the channel. It is a baby towards us, and of course, one day it might be our living. That's the only way that we can move forward with it, I think, with anything else, because you know it's best to stick with what you love with. Otherwise, of course, you end up being very stressed, and you know, and it can be really horrible if you don't like the job that you're working in. But of course, I'm holding this up here to show you that it is a Cadbury's instant hot chocolate. I'll have to check with Michael if it was that I was getting in here to be absolutely safe. I'll have to see him next week. Hopefully, if the weather holds out for us, hopefully it will. But I can smell the hot chocolate with it. It's quite reasonable because, you know, most hot chocolate places are now at the price of £3. So that can be a very expensive system. When you're going to Cambridge, of course, I noted on or pointed this out on some of the videos that one cafe is more expensive than the one really at the top. This is at John Lewis place here, if you ever visit it. If you go to one cafe, it's more expensive, which is on the lower level, than the higher one, which is right at the top. So I cannot work that one out myself. Maybe the rent is different. I don't know. The higher up you go, the cheaper it is. I don't know what the system is around that. But anyway, we're going to leave that racing for your mind. Thank you so much for watching. My thanks to Giuliani Buzz Buzz, which is known as Tuning Clouds, and do without my card in the throat, do check out our videos that we do post. Sometimes we suddenly post things, sometimes we suddenly go live. We don't always program it, sometimes we do. But we're going to enjoy the sunshine here. We're not going to gabber on it anymore now because I think it's time to say ta-ta to it all. I haven't got Alvin because it's with my partner at the moment. And of course, yeah, that is a bit of a sad shame. But anyhow, of course, yeah. Who's that little thing in the background? It's you. So, yeah, that said, all the best wherever you may be, and peace out for now. And remember, we are the Golden Show that never ends here. And remember, we keep you in suspense, which is our gimmick, just for now, just for 2014. Take care wherever you may be, and we'll see you soon. Stay safe. We'll leave you with the just a couple of minutes of the nature that you can hear in the background.